Welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's time for another starting 11 prediction video, this time for Tuesday's massive second leg against Cluj at Celtic Park in the Champions League qualifiers. Cluj themselves changed their entire team at the weekend, including the goalkeeper, and they got a 3-0 win. Obviously we made some changes to the team as well and we got a good win, but we weren't quite able to change the whole team. So Cluj should come into this one fresh, and we're going to need to play a little bit better than we did in Romania last week to get the win we need to take us to the next stage. Plenty of positives to take for Saturday's performance at CFR Park though for us. Lots of goals. We're ruthless in front of goals right now. We're creating a lot of chances, we're taking them as well, but as we touched on in the post-match content, we just need to watch those defensive lapses that we had on Saturday, because we can't afford any of them on Tuesday. To the team then, we'll start in goals as usual. Scott Bain is going to continue in there. I think there's a little undercurrent and a little section of the support that are starting to get a little bit uneasy with Scott Bain. I think when he came into the team last season, he almost surpassed people's expectations. I think he was performing very well, and obviously with the style of play then with the last manager, he was brilliant with the ball at his feet and distribution. But I think if you think back towards the end of last season, the trophy day against Hearts and then the cup final against Hearts, he had some issues dwelling on the ball. And then I think this season we've seen just a few little errors from him. Again on Saturday he was beaten with the first goal at his near post, and he had some little issues again with distribution and dwelling on the ball a little bit. So hopefully it's just a little bad patch for him, and he can iron these things out of his game. I know there are some supporters who would like to see us get another goalkeeper and improve that area of the team if we want to go to the next level and really compete in the Champions League. So hopefully he can iron those things out of his game, and hopefully he can have a big performance on Tuesday, but he will start. Right back then, we've seen Christopher Ajer put in a great performance at the CFR Park from right back on Saturday. Got his goal. I thought he was brilliant all afternoon. So strong, so dominant, up and down the park. He could have had a hat-trick. He had that great chance late on that he should have scored for Edouard, because Edouard would have had an open goal. He put it just wide. But great performance from him. El Ahmed was out after the sort of muscle problems he's had since he came in. He's came off injured both of his starts so far. I think it was just cramps that he had during the week in Romania last week. So in the first leg, I think he'll start this one. I think we probably left him out on Saturday as a precaution. He has been training, so I expect El Ahmed to play at right back on Tuesday night. Centre half, this is the big one obviously for us. Ajer will be in there because he's pretty much the first choice in this area of the park for us right now. And I'm going to go with Julien alongside him. First league start for Julien on Saturday. He wasn't brilliant. Obviously we started the game pretty all over the place defensively, and Motherwell really came at us. High pressure the first 15-20 minutes, and we did look a little bit sloppy at the back. The relationship between him and ball and goalie, I think, really needs some work. The more they can play together the better, because Motherwell causes some real problems down that side of the pitch. I think he grew into the game and he did get better. His passing got better as well. That seemed a little bit off and a little bit lax at the start of the game, so he did go into it and he did get better. Beaton, we've seen play well so far this season and the qualifiers particularly, but I think if we're going to have a partnership with Ajer and Julien, they need to play together as often as they can and as soon as they can. I've said that already, and I just think it's got to be those two, because if they're going to be the partnership going forward, the only way they're going to get a run of games is if they start playing together, and we know this is a big game. And if we think Julien was maybe a bit rusty from his performance on Saturday, he's got to play, because we've got bigger games coming up. You think if we can get through on Tuesday, we're on to Slavia Prague in the next round, massive again for us. So the quicker they can play together and sort out their communication and develop a partnership, the better. Left back, ball and goalie. Again, I touched on it a wee bit there, but Julien, really shaky start to the game, poor on the ball, poor decision making. He looked a wee bit all over the place defensively when Motherwell were getting at us down our left hand side, their right hand side. But again, like the whole team on Saturday, he grew into the game, he got better in the second half. He was he was a constant threat going forward. As we know, that's his huge strength going forward. He almost looks more like a winger at times than a left back. I think that's the area of his game that is the real weakness. I think he doesn't have a natural defensive instinct. He got the assist for Forest in the second half as well, so he will continue out there. There's obviously talk about his strengthening in that area as well. I think we're linked with Greg Taylor for Kilmarnock today. We definitely need another one in there, whether it's competition or backup. We need another left back because we've pretty much only got Bolingoli now. So he will start on Tuesday out there. Into midfield, pretty much picks itself so far this season. It'll be Scott Brown again, who again played well on Saturday, but I thought grew into the game after maybe not the best of starts. I thought the whole team was a little bit shaky at the start. Callum McGregor as well, who we touched on in the post-match pint. Thought he looked a little tired. He's played so much football recently. He just looks a little yard short just now, but I fully expect him to start, and if he can bring the level that we've come to expect him the past 2 or 3 seasons, he'll be absolutely fine in there. In front of them, Ryan Christie, who was rested, started on the bench on Saturday, came on the last 25 minutes or so, got his goal with a penalty. So that'll have done him the world of good because he is all action and he expends so much energy when he does start. So wee bit of a massive stroke maybe for Neil Lennon to rest him from the start, given that we got the win, and his legs will be much better for only having played 25 minutes instead of the whole 90. On the right hand side, James Forrest, who got another goal on Saturday. I thought again in the second half, I thought he was brilliant. He's really picking it up now. I touched on coming into pre-season in the first early qualifiers. He didn't look like the James Forrest we've seen last season in full flow, but he's definitely getting there now. Took his goal really well on Saturday, and that'll help him no end. Massive confidence boost for him. 2 goals in 2 games, so he'll be out there. On the left hand side, Mikey Johnson, I'm going to go with him. He should be back fit. We've seen Morgan out there in Romania last week and on Saturday at CFR Park. I thought Saturday he was good, Morgan. I thought he was full of energy, all action. He covered a lot of ground, and that's exactly what Neil Lennon would have wanted from him. He was tenacious. He was tracking back and he was winning the ball back. Just lacks that end product though. We talked about this a lot in the content. When he gets in front of goal, he just seems to go to pieces. He had that one where he fell over. He had a good chance coming in for the left, and he swung fully, and he fell over. He had another great chance on the break in the second half, and he blazed it over. It's just that end product that's really lacking for him, and to play in that wide area for Celtic, you've got to be getting assists and goals because that's such a massive part of the way we play. So Johnston's fit. I expect him to come back in. He has got that end product. I think he's very direct. We've seen him time and time again driving at defenders, but he does have that cross and he's got a goal at the end of it as well. So I think Johnston will come back in, and up top it will be Odsonne Edouard, another one like Christie, who started on the bench on Saturday, came on for the last 20 minutes or so, but got his goal, took it brilliantly, just oozed class. His touch and his control are absolutely out of this world, and he'll be all the better as well for only having 20-25 minutes in his legs instead of 90. So him and Christie, who have been the main men for us so far, should be in full flow and in full fitness for this one, and that will be huge for us because we've got to be right at the top of our game on Tuesday night. I think Cluj showed last week that they are dangerous. The game was very high energy, so we're going to have to match that again this week, and we're going to have to create a little more and take our chances when they come along. And obviously, like we touched on for Saturday, get rid of that defensive sloppiness we've seen at the start of the game, and if we can do that, I think we'll be fine. With a home crowd, full house at Celtic Park, so I think we should be fine and we should get the result we need to take us into the playoff round against Slavia Prague, and then it's all to play for the group stages. That's the team I think Neil Lennon will go with. Like the video, comment your own teams below. Who do you think will start out wide? Do you think El Ahmed will come back in at right back, and who's going to play in the centre of defence alongside Aya? Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on Tuesday night after the game for all of the post-match content. Thank you.